Hello, and thank you for joining us here on Slooh. My name is Trisha Ennis. I'm the resident mythology expert here, and I'm here to tell you all about an ancient tale of punishment, bravery, danger, and heroism. The story of Hercules and the Nemean lion. If we're being technical, Hercules is actually his Roman name, the Greeks referring to the demigod son of Zeus as Heracles, but for clarity's sake, we'll go with the one that more folks recognize. Now, if you know your constellations, you'll probably be familiar with one called Leo the lion. According to myth, Leo was actually named after the Nemean lion, a terrifying creature that was impossible to kill with the weapons of man. It was said to have an impervious coat of golden fur and claws sharper than swords that could cut right through a soldier's armor. It was sent to Nemean, a town in the southern Greek region of Corinthia, to terrorize the area, which it did quite effectively until Hercules showed up. Hercules, despite his fame as the greatest of the Greek heroes, didn't go looking for monsters to fight. Most of the creatures he infamously defeated were actually part of a series of 12 labors, done as penance for a great wrong. Bear with me because we need some backstory here. Now, contrary to some popular belief, fueled in large part by Disney, Hercules was not the son of the gods Zeus and Hera. He was actually one of the many children Zeus fathered with a mortal woman. In this case, the wife of Amphitryon. Because he was a demigod, half god, half mortal, he was blessed with abnormal strength and abilities. Hera, being the goddess of marriage, was very upset with her husband's many dalliances, and she hated Hercules with a passion only a goddess could manage. She was known for taking terrible vengeance on those she despised, and Hercules became one of her most famous victims. She drove him mad, causing him to kill his wife Megara and their 6 sons. When he regained his sanity, Hercules set out to find a way to right the terrible wrong he had committed. He traveled to Delphi to visit the oracle Pythia, who told him to spend the next 12 years serving his cousin King Eurystheus, doing whatever the king asked of him. Over those 12 years, Hercules would do incredible feats, stealing the belt of Hippolyta, cleaning the Augean stables, and besting monsters thought unbeatable. The first of these labors was defeating the Nemean lion. As with much ancient mythology, the story of the Nemean lion comes from a variety of sources, and it changes depending on who is doing the telling. In one version of the story, the lion would take women from the town to lure warriors in the area, since no one can resist the chance to save a damsel in distress. When the warriors reached the cave, the lion would disguise himself as the woman, feigning injury, and when the warriors approached, he would strike, killing them, devouring their remains, and giving the bones to Hades. When Hercules set out to kill the lion, he had no idea that its fur was impenetrable. So he did what any hero in his situation would do. He fashioned some arrows to use against the creature. He learned pretty quickly how tough the lion was, as his first arrow merely glanced off its thigh. Hercules had to come up with a new plan, and quickly. He maneuvered the lion back into the cave, which had 2 entrances. Then he blocked one of them and entered through the other. Now, here's where the accounts differ. In one version of the story, Hercules defeats the creature by stunning it with a blow from his club and then using his strength to strangle it. Another account says he fired arrows at it until he was able to shoot inside its mouth, which was unprotected by the armor-like fur. However he did it, Hercules was successful in his first labor, and after killing the beast, he skinned it, using its impenetrable fur as armor. When he returned the bested creature to his cousin, King Eurystheus was terrified, forbidding Hercules from entering his city ever again and promising that his future labors would become ever more difficult. He kept that promise too, as the next labor sent Hercules after one of the most terrifying creatures in Greek myth, the Hydra.